You've been posting consistently. You have your brand colors, your logo, the palette, the vibe, and every other thing. But it just feels like the more you do, the less you see results. Well, maybe you might even be thinking this business life is not for you. Right here, right now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you 5 brand killers and how to fix them right away today. Hi guys, this is your girl and you're learning me, your brand strategist, marketing expert, and storyteller who has dedicated her time to ensure that your brand grows in 2025. If you're a creator, a brand owner, an entrepreneur, and you really want to grow your brand in 2025, then this is the right page for you. I've got all the tricks, the tips, the strategies, the how to process, and every other thing you can think about. Now let's get straight into the video. The first reason why you might not be growing in 2025 might be because you do not have clarity. Yes, clarity when it comes to branding is the most important. You want to know who your audience are, you want to know who you are for, you want to understand why people should care. Why should people buy from you? Why should people listen to you? You want to be able to articulate it in a sentence. A lot of times you see people, you see businesses, you see brands here and there, they are doing this today, they are doing that today, and you're just wondering exactly what they're doing. So the first question is, do you have brand clarity? And can someone wake you up in the middle of the night and ask you, and when they ask you for what you do, you're able to recite it without mixing words together? This is the number one reason why a lot of brands do not grow. So I remember working with a client who sold baking materials, and when you go to their page, they doubled as a motivational speaker. You understand what I'm saying? They had like 60% motivational words versus 40% products. Like, what are you doing? Mistakes like this actually confuse your customers. They don't know if they are on your page for motivational speaking or they are on your page for whatever it is you're selling. So, and this also transcends to whatever it is, your YouTube channel, your TikTok account, Instagram. You have to have clarity. Clarity is the first thing you need to know, you need to understand. Now, if you think you do not have enough clarity with your brand, then this is how to go about it. Write down your one-liner, okay? And this states that I am helping XYZ achieve XYZ through so. As a brand strategist, my one-liner could be, I help creators and entrepreneurs understand how branding works for more sales and visibility through my courses, membership classes, digital products, and all of that. I've been able to identify the fact that I want to work with creators and entrepreneurs to help them achieve, more sales and visibility. How? Through my videos, my courses, my membership classes, digital products, and all of that. Have it clearly written who you are for, what you do for them, and the type of transformation you want them to have, okay? The second reason why your brand might not be growing could be because your messaging is inconsistent. Today, you're talking about fashion. Tomorrow, you are talking about lifestyle. Next tomorrow, you are talking about skincare. Yes, people move to what they are familiar with, okay? People are comfortable with familiarity, okay? They want to be sure that they are familiar with what you're saying. And if it is not consistent, they move to where they find more consistency. Now, if your brand message is not clear, you confuse people. So you don't want a situation whereby your messaging is confusing people. You want people to be able to say, okay, this is what this person talks about, okay? And yes, for some people, you might have to bring 2-3 things together, which is fine, but make sure they are relatable, okay? So for instance, if you're talking about lifestyle and you're teaching us about healthy living, you're teaching us about styling, these are still relatable, or you start talking about motherhood, we know that all of these are relatable. But say you're talking about lifestyle and the next day you're talking about how to bake cakes, they don't work together. If your brand is experiencing poor messaging, this is how to fix them. Number one, create brand pillars. You can choose 3 to 5 brand pillars. So if you think your brand is more than just one thing, you need to narrow it down to about 3 pillars, 5 maximum, where you talk about things that things that are relatable. Number 2 is you need to develop your brand voice. I know that these things change as we grow, as we level up. But at the very beginning, people need to understand, are you going to be professional? Are you going to be quirky? Is your brand going to be about, are you going to be humorous? Are you going to be quiet? Are you going to be the cool tech guy on the block? You need to pick your brand tone, all right? This is something people can relate with. Basically, you just really want something people can relate easily with. That's okay. And a little help here, you might want to use a core sentence to reintroduce yourself across multiple platforms that you find yourself. All right, so you might just want to like create a phrase where you just say something and people know, okay, this is who this person is, this is what they stand for, and these are the things that are expectant, and these are the things that they expect of you. Okay, now the third reason you might not be growing in 2025 could be because you are blending in too much. Yes, if people assume that you are a Me Too brand or you're a commodity brand, trust me, they might not pay so much attention to you. So you want to ask yourself, what makes me stand out? What is it? What is that one thing that I could do to make me different from so and so person? How do I actually stand out from the other people doing the same thing as I am doing? Because you'll be making a mistake if you think you are the only person that will be doing the exact thing you're doing. Let me give you a shocker. There are about 1,001 people out there who are probably doing the same thing as you are doing. Okay, they're in the same niche, they are doing the same thing over and over and over. But the question is, how do you differentiate from those people? Because at the end of it all, the only thing that people can hold on to when it comes to a brand is the differentiation. So you need to find out how to be different from the thousands of people in your community. Now, to fix that also, you might need to audit your brand. Okay, you might just want to find out something that makes you, is it your tone, is it the color? How do you zig when other people are zagging? That's just it. When people zig, how do you zag? These are the questions you want to ask yourself. And let me tell you, do not be afraid to venture into the weird part. Okay? Sometimes it's our weirdness that people are attracted to. But yes, you need to find something that is attractive, find something that would keep people attracted to you. Okay? Now, the fourth reason why you might not be growing as you should in 2025 is because you are not consistent. You cannot be everywhere today and tomorrow it's all cricket. No, people do not forgive inconsistency. Okay? So, you need to ask yourself, am I consistent enough? Am I actually giving it my all? Am I doing the necessary things I'm supposed to do? Or am I just being wishful for nothing? If you are not consistent with your brand, there is no way people will remember you. If they don't remember you, you cannot be top of mind. And if you're not top of mind, you are going to be nowhere as a brand. So you need to ask yourself if you are consistent enough. Now, for consistency, to help with this, how do you fix this? You might want to create a schedule. Okay, you might want to create a schedule that works best for you. So if you think that you can only post 3 times a day, by all means post 3 times. If you think, oh, you can do more than that, you can do 5 times, you can do 7 times, go with it. But as much as possible, make sure you have a consistent timeline. Make sure you are not everywhere, and ensure that you are not inconsistent with your timeline. And now let's go to the fifth reason why your brand might not be growing in 2025, and that is you are not selling an emotion. Let me tell you something. People actually buy emotions. People buy what they can relate with. So some people just feel, oh, I have the product, it works, and then what? I'm just going to sell. I'm going to sell 1,000 pieces. I'm going to sell out. And then when they market their products and when they put it out there, nobody wants it because you are not selling the story. Now, people are emotional, and as much as possible, you need to understand that all brands are actually emotional. Yes, we have the functional part of brands, but we cannot sideline the importance of the emotional part. So you want to be sure that people are actually connecting to the emotional part of your brand. They know the benefits of the benefits. It's not just about the functions. You want to ensure that it becomes a part of their life. Okay, there are some people who would argue with you that they can never take Pepsi Cola. Coca-Cola will be and will always be their brand. And when the blind test was made, it was shown that people don't even know the difference between Coca-Cola and Pepsi Cola. But for some reason, they believe that Coca-Cola is the best cola in the world. This is because Coca-Cola has been able to sell them a story. It has been able to sell them an emotion, and which is irresistible. So you want to ask yourself, is my product emotional? Am I selling the emotional part of my product, or have I been focused on the functional part alone? And to achieve this, you should focus on the transformational effects of your product, your service. Okay, you might want to go back to your landing page, you might want to go back to your bio, you might want to go back to your description and see and ask yourself, will this actually evoke the emotion? Will this actually evoke the emotional effect I want in my people? Is it going to give them the end result? When they read through, are they going to say, yes, this is me? Or they're just going to say, this is another person just trying to sell us products, okay? Now remember, don't just focus on the function, what your products can do. Focus on how it can change lives, how it can transform their lives, how it can help them build their dreams, how it can help them achieve their goals. And now you know why your brand might not be growing in 2025. Okay, lack of clarity. If you don't have clarity, you know what to do. If you are inconsistent, you know what you do. If you have an inconsistent messaging, you know what to do. If you've been focusing on the functional part of your products and not the emotional part, you know what to do. And if you've struggled with being a Me Too brand, a copycat brand, wow, you know what to do. Thank you so much for watching my video. If this video helped you, please hit the like button, subscribe. It helps my YouTube channel grow, and it definitely tells YouTube that this content matters. So yes, every day for the next 30 days I'll be dropping video on branding, marketing, and sales. If there are questions you have, just drop them in the comment section. I'll be there to see everything and of course to reply you as soon as I can. Okay, see you in my next video. Bye.